fellow passengers, and welcome to Ticket to Gaming. Today we're going to talk about the board game Ticket to Ride, designed by Alan R. Moon and published by Days of Wonder. We're going to talk about a few things such as what exactly is in this box. Then maybe I'll show you a little bonus too. Talk about how the game is set up, go through maybe a couple sample rounds, give you some tips and tricks, and then my thoughts on the game as well. We're going to break up these videos into a few parts, so just follow along. Oh, what's that? I think I hear the train coming. Come on, I've got your ticket right here. Let's hop aboard. Alright folks, so this is Ticket to Ride. Let's just see what you get in this monstrosity of a box. First of all, you've got your rulebook. Ticket to Ride is a very well laid out rulebook. And bonus, it is only 2, maybe 3 pages long. Then you've got your game board. This thing is massive, and I would really need to move my camera out of frame just to show you the size of this thing. Once we go through our setup video, you'll see just how big this board really is. Then, of course, you've got a couple of different things throughout the box as well. You've got 5 different colored trains. I believe under here you've got your scoring markers for each of the players. And then, look at that, Days of Wonder is nice enough to give you a few replacement trains in case you end up losing any to either a child, a dog, or, any other kind of creature that decides to roam your home and eat your game pieces. So that's that. This is actually a very decent insert. I know a lot of board gamers out there like to make their own custom inserts, but I think Days of Wonder's inserts serve their purpose just fine. I'm not necessarily the kind of person or gamer that has that kind of disposable income. But then you get these, which are your train cards. Now, my hands are fairly large. These cards are fairly small. I mean really small. I mean, they call these Hobbit cards in the board gaming community. And these, of course, are your train cards, and there are tons of them. These are wild train cards, which you'll understand once we go through setup and once we do a couple of sample rounds, but there are a ton of these. There's also more train cards on this side, but as I get towards the back here, this is where you'll find your destination tickets. These destination tickets are what you'll use to score bonus points throughout the game if you end up connecting certain routes on the game map, which is pretty much the viable strategy to follow when playing Ticket to Ride. Once you start the game, you'll get a certain number of these tickets, and these are pretty much the driving force behind anyone's strategy and also behind scoring the most amount of points in the game. Not that you can't win the game without connecting any tickets, but this is definitely the main way to go. Then, of course, there's just a couple of advertisement cards. We don't really need those. You can toss those out of the box. This is a nice little reference card that shows you how many points each route length is worth. This is also printed on the game board, but of course on the back side of this card it will also show you the amount of train cards and colors throughout the entire train deck, so that's useful. And last but not least, you get this bonus card for longest path. If you make the longest continuous path in the game, you'll get 10 bonus points at the end of the game, which is lovely. And that's all of the components, but just hang right here with me, and I've actually got a little bonus to show you. Alright folks, remember how I said I mentioned those Hobbit-sized cards? Well, I just ended up getting this lovely little package in the mail. This is an expansion to Ticket to Ride called USA 1910. Essentially, what is supposed to be in this box are full-size train cards, not the little Hobbit ones that come with the game. I've heard just about every person say that this vastly improves their experience in the game. But, you know, why would you pay money just to get full-size cards, right? Well, there are new destination tickets in here as well. From my understanding, some new ones. There's a couple of new bonus cards and a rule sheet for, I believe, 2 or 3 different ways, alternate variants that you can use in Ticket to Ride. Of course, this is completely sealed, unlike many of my board games that are already open, so we're going to go ahead and crack this open on camera. Alright, so go ahead and open the box. Alright, looks like we've got a little rule book for USA 1910, just as I expected. Now this is a little longer than Ticket to Ride's full-size rulebook, but I can see that the rules are actually in multiple languages, which my original Ticket to Ride rulebook is not. So that's actually kind of nice. And then here we go. Look at these. These are the full-size train cards. Very, very nice. You can see my hand size comparison to the Hobbit. Actually, let me grab one of the Hobbit cards. And we can see what that looks like, the difference. So there you have it, folks. There is the size difference comparison between the original Ticket to Ride train cards and the full-size train cards. There you go. There's a much better comparison right there. Not to show you the tickets, which of course, you know, come with the standard game as well, but there's the actual size comparison of the train cards. Let's see if I can crack these open. Oh, look at that. That just slid right off of there. Okay. So it looks like these are the tickets. Not sure if these are new tickets or not. These cards actually look really nice compared to the original Ticket to Ride one. Which let's actually take a look at one of those ticket cards. So these are what the original ticket cards look like, and these are what the USA 1910 ticket cards look like. And I like how they even draw a little line. That's actually kind of cute. Mainly because it's never a straight path between those two destinations, but it's nice to know that they actually put that on there. And then it actually looks like the train cards have a brand new back that say 1910 on them. That's actually kind of cool. Train cards are definitely a lot more detailed than the original ones too, so that's nice. There's alternate artwork, and that they didn't just simply blow these cards up. So that's actually kind of cool. I'm seeing this for the first time myself, so these are really nice. These are really nice cards, actually. So I'm happy with that. And let's see what else we got. Looks like these are just more cards. It says Trans-America Express. So I'm guessing that is a new bonus card. Trans-America Express, Globetrotter. Looks like that's a new bonus card. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. If you complete 5 tickets, you're a Globetrotter. You get 15 bonus points. I'm assuming that that's what that card means. And then here we just have more and more and more and more train cards. Very nice. Again, same as the others. Say 1910 on the back. And it looks like we have even more tickets. I love it when plastic off of decks of cards just come off so easily. That's really nice. These are just more tickets. I'm really digging the new design on these cards compared to the whoa, lots and lots of... Okay, the rest of these are tickets. So there are definitely a lot more tickets in the USA 1910 expansion as opposed to the original game, but there you go. It indeed is all cards, but I gotta tell you, after seeing not only these cards being full size, but the alternative artwork on the cards as well, this I can already tell is going to improve my experience in the original base game. So that is what is inside the Ticket to Ride base box and the USA 1910 expansion. If you already own Ticket to Ride, I would definitely recommend picking up USA 1910. I can already tell that this was worth every penny that I spent on it. It really isn't that much. I believe you can get it anywhere from $10 to $15. I know I paid under 15 for it. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but that's it. That's Ticket to Ride.